Creator News. But hi, how you going? Yeah, this is a bit of a ad hoc stream. It's not the usual YouTube Creator News, so ignore the background. That's just a test. Basically, this whole stream is a test. Welcome everyone who's already coming in. I already see an issue because I'm seeing a Social Stream Ninja. I'm seeing one set of chat, but then over on my dashboard, which is getting the feed, mind you, and everything, it's getting a different chat. So I don't know if I've somehow created two streams of eCam or something going on. We're going to investigate. So you guys are coming in on like a vertical. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to see if I can pick up all the streams with Social Stream Ninja because that might be what I need to do. Select live sources. Yeah, this one needs to be added. There we go. There's the other chat. Okay, so we've got multiple chats. I actually set up eCam correctly this week too, even though I had the dual stream going in the software, but I didn't have it selected in the destination. Like I was only sending YouTube the main one. So effectively, we've probably got, this is what I think's happening. We've got the horizontal stream, all well and good. I did set up as a member stream, but I changed my mind, just made it public because, yeah. Okay. So we should have vertical streams coming from a eCam, which will get like the proper framing and stuff that I've set up. And then we'll get the other one from YouTube, which is going to be the combined chat, and which is just going to be like the middle cropped version of the horizontal. There should be technically three streams happening because of that. I think because of my YouTube settings versus my eCam settings. So I can see everybody in the combined chat now. Because when I looked over before, all I could see was Monique over on my YouTube side, but I was seeing everybody else, Wanderer AUS, Kevin Hawthorne, Livestream Consultants, or over here, and then I saw Eileen and Rebel Candace coming over this side. But now I've got the chat from the point where I've merged them. They're all happening here, and here's Chantel as well. So now I should have all the chats. Obviously, YouTube is going to give me the horizontal and the cropped vertical version, and eCam's giving me is also putting out the additional vertical. So technically, I think I've got two vertical versions. So there should be a vertical version that is nice and wonderful and still this. Let's make sure everything's still working. It says YouTube Creator News. We're not doing any news. There's no news this week. There wasn't even a Creator Insider video this week, which was one of the reasons why I wasn't going to do like a news show today. The second reason is Studio. Here we go. This is just all preliminary. Like I spent most of my day just cleaning, bumping in, moving stuff, cleaning, bumping in. So, but I had everything like technically ready to do a stream, like computer setup. Like I still got a lot of work. Now I can do a tour with my phone. I got my phone on the side here. We can do a bit of a tour. But let's jump into the chat because it's all about the viewers. Let's see what everybody's seeing. Let me click through a couple of these first that I had pre-clicked. Good morning, Livestream Consultants is here. Okay, background music. Who else did I? The Wanderer AUS is here as well, and then from here I'm just clicking. We also got Kevin Hawthorne here. Hello, welcome. Rebel Can is testing. If you are streaming in both modes, it does two different chats. Yeah. If I just go with like the clipped vertical YouTube dual mode, then it will combine the chat. But because I'm putting out an eCam vertical, which is technically a separate stream, it's just going out to YouTube. So that's just going to be the one that's coming in and doing its thing. So if you're on one of the vertical versions right now, you'll see like a comment. The comment was above my head. You'll see some of the barcode stuff down here, like the buy me a coffee little thingies there and create a mix and whatnot. So we've got that going on. Ollie Smith is here. Welcome. Vertical and horizontal does separate chats. Oh, I said that one already. Chantel's here, of course. I'll get caught up on the chat. Oh, vertical feed comments area. Oh, what? Oh, I'm interested in knowing what you're seeing there. Oh, vertical feed comments area. Are you seeing something different? That's what I want to know. We can't see the studio on the vertical version too cropped. Yeah. If you're on the vertical version, if you want to get a little bit better of a view, then the horizontal is probably going to be better. Although I will do a tour and it will be cropped a little better, hopefully, on the... I'm just looking on the... If you're getting the Ecamm properly framed version. Because I reckon, I still believe that there's two out there. I still believe there's two out there. Your horizontal spiffy on my side of the internet. Nice. I like it when it's spiffy. I like the monitor setup. Yeah, that's the... I had that before when I was in this space before I had to like squeeze it in. And I moved that out of the way. And you can see the two-tone black and blue panels. They're not in the main shot. I got them doing sound editing just to this side. You'll see that when I pull my phone out to have a bit of a look. I was so confused with the combined chat. So I do need to mod both separately. Yeah, it's only because it's because of the weird way that I'm streaming using Ecamm and YouTube. So I set up a dual on Ecamm and a dual on YouTube. So YouTube's taking horizontal and cropping me in the middle. Ecamm has got a totally separate vertical canvas that it's sending to YouTube as well. And last week I didn't tell it to send to YouTube. That was my error. But this week I'm sending it to YouTube. So I reckon there are... okay, this is interesting feedback. Amazing Hot Destinations is here as well. Goodly. I've got both going now on two different browsers. The vertical stream is about half a second delayed compared to the horizontal. Yeah, that's going to happen. I get the same stream on different devices, and there's like usually a number of second difference. Is this supposed to be a members only chat? I set it up as a members only, then I changed my mind and changed the thumbnail and changed it back to a public because I thought I'm going to share. It says it's a members only chat. Yeah, it was set up that way, and then I changed it, so the members only should have gone away. That's Media Radio Jingles Gaming 5509. Media Radio Jingles Gaming. That's a lot of interest. I like the radio jingles thing. I'm a big fan of people like Mike Russell. Used to do a whole Friday show with his wife where they would record jingles for people. And then for the people who drop the super chat ones, they would like put full on sound effects and do the whole. Well, let's turn it into a proper radio jingle treatment, and he would like knock them out in a few minutes, like each one. Obviously, they weren't long scripts; they were short scripts. But yeah, that was one I used to mod for that show for a couple of years, and I really enjoyed that. I can't seem to chat on desktop in the vertical. Is that a me thing? On desktop in the vertical? That's a good question. What I probably need to do is figure out a way. I don't have... Okay, I got my iPad running that behind me, which is not what I normally do. I don't have my other iPad here that's upstairs. I got two monitors on this computer. Maybe I could... I'll bring it up on my phone, to be honest. You know the show. Yeah, Free Jingle Friday. He did the free ones where they did the reads without all the effects, and so you could submit one of those for free in the first, I think, half hour of the show. But if you dropped a super chat in this first hour of the show and dropped a script, then they would do a like fully fledged thing. It was great. Yeah, no, they haven't done it for a couple of years now. I know Mike's doing a lot more. Like, he's still doing stuff in the audio space, but he's also started a separate channel for AI tools. So he's really getting into that. Okay, the best thing for me to do is get my phone And probably the best way to, and I'll be able to show this if I send it. We'll do that as well. Wait till this. I'm going to put the volume down to 0. Okay. Now I should have that scene from last week. Let's see if it's working. Oh yeah, there we go. I got a big gap in this one. I have to sort of maybe figure out how I'm going to frame this a little better. But yeah, so if you are on, okay, so if you're on the YouTube vertical version and you're just seeing a white space, which is probably not the best. So we'll get that fixed. But if you're seeing the horizontal, you'll see my phone screen shared. I guess to find it, first thing we can do, there's two ways we can do this. We can go and look at my channel. See what we can see. Oh. Yeah, so this one should be the horizontal. Oh no, this is the vertical. Hang on. Let's get past the ad. All right. Oh no, this is the horizontal. Yeah. It just goes into that mode because I'm holding it. Okay. That's not the one we want. I want to see if I can find all the different verticals. So if we go to shorts, then pause, go live, surely I'm going to come across one of mine. Surely. Oh, maybe I need to be logged in as someone else instead of being the same channel. Yeah, let's go back out. Oh, hang on. Home. All right, let's try this. Link for vertical. Ah, there's a link for vertical. Oh. Can't pull it out. Okay. Weird because I don't have that coming up in my. See that link one is not in my YouTube chat on my studio dashboard, but it's in my, so it's coming through from the other. Okay, what I'm going to do really quickly, I'm going to jump to one of my other accounts because it'll be easier. Here we go. Here's one. Okay, that's the cropped one. That's the YouTube cropped version. The horizontal video appeared immediately on my horizontal video appeared immediately on my homepage. Very wonderful. Okay. Gonna leave that to the side and let's jump in. I'm getting. I clicked on my laptop. It came in vertical. That's interesting. And Ono Coffee, welcome. Okay, let me see if I can sort of figure out from the notes we got going on here in the chat. Live stream says I've got both streams open. The vertical one has the comments showing up at the top, and the horizontal at the bottom. Okay, that's cool. That's good. So you're seeing the vertical coming from the eCam. That's what I was looking for. Like I found the YouTube one, which at the moment is cropping the middle, so you're just seeing the white bit with the middle of the comment right at this second. A good vertical morning. All right. Now that popped over the lower middle on the vertical. Yeah, like I've got every scene has a vertical setup in eCam, so that should be framed so you can see stuff. I just opened up my YouTube app to see if you popped up on my shorts feed. Scrolled about 30 shorts, didn't appear. YouTube need to work on that. Yeah, I wonder if what they do. I'm just wondering how the eCam version is showing up, because they're showing up the YouTube duplicate. I wonder if I kill the YouTube duplicate. That's probably the way I need to do it, as in the sense of I probably can't do it now. Yeah, can't flick it while we're live. But maybe next time what I'll try is just putting YouTube as a standard horizontal, but doing my vertical from Ecamm, because then at least wherever it shows, they're gonna see like a nicely framed shot basically. So let's go back to the main. Here we go. At least people can see it. At least you can see me. I'm in the middle on the cropped. Oh, Chantel sent through a screenshot, so let me have a look on my phone. Let me have a look at my phone. All right. Okay, so the first one here, let me go back to iPhone view. So can I turn it that way? Yeah. Okay, I turned it sideways. The framing in Ecamm doesn't like that. Let me go back here. Okay. So the one on the left is my Ecamm vertical. That's the Ecamm vertical stream where it's nicely framed and whatnot. And then the one on the right is the horizontal stream in that one. Okay, let's have a look at the other one. And then there's the one on the phone, which at the time was cropped in the middle, which was nothing, because right in the middle of this particular scene. So what we need to do first is change this scene. And while we're in it, let's change it. Why not? Instead of making a mental note to come and do it later, let's just do it. So we're doing the horizontal 8 camera. We're going to change the canvas to square like that, because then at least what I can do is unlock it and just tap it so that my head's a little bit more in the middle, but not too much, so that I'm not getting a big blank spot on the other side. There we go. That'll do. I can fine tune that. So now my phone shot is a little bit more me. Okay, so that's good. That's good. I like that. I like that so far. Okay. So this is a test. Thank you for helping me test, by the way. Frankie YTAV, welcome. We're testing things. We're doing things. Now the comments are quite small in the vertical. I don't know what to do about that, because I basically am duplicating the Social Stream Ninja to the vertical, so I can't like adjust like the width. Like the width is the same, and I need to so I don't cut off the comments. I need to make it fit. So did you have to build vertical scenes for every scene as well as horizontal? Yes. As in redo overlay sizing, or does Ecamm do that automatically? Well, I'm on the Ecamm beta where they've just rolled out like the dual screen where you can have horizontal and vertical. Probably the best way to show you what my Ecamm screen looks like is to first of all turn off screen share, then I've got to go into there. Okay. This is working before the stream, but now it doesn't want to. Maybe it's because I'm plugged in. NDI. Come on. Come on, you're grabbing my NDI before. Grabbing my NDI before. All right. My B camera is not working. My phone. I see live stream consultants sending me some photos. I was trying to get my camera working. It was working before the stream. Anyway, that's okay. What we can do is go back to okay, so now the camera's not working. went into the default screen recording instead of sending it via NDI, start broadcast. Okay. I usually have all this set up before the stream. That should come in. There we go. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so that's my Ecamm crop stream there in that phone orientation for when I'm doing like a phone share. And there, yeah, so you're seeing the Ecamm version, you're seeing the Ecamm vertical. So next time what I'll do is I won't do the vertical on the YouTube side. I'll just leave the vertical set up on the Ecamm side. So that's good. All right. Now, back to the chat. Let's see what we got. Does the beta have action event replay yet? I don't believe so. With the main feature with the beta they've just released for testing, which is what I'm doing. I run the beta every week, and I'm the guinea pig. I'm a guinea pig for them. But the main feature is the dual screen, so you can do horizontal, vertical at the same time, and I think there's some new snapping, so you can like align everything up a lot better. At the moment, whether they're adding anything else before the full release, I'm not sure. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they do. Okay, I need to get my camera working, because I was going to go like quickly show you sort of my studio. So right now we've got the TV going. We do right at sort of above my head. Give me a little bit of a purple hue. We've got a new sort of lighting fixture that we're gonna debut for everybody. Give you a proper look at it as soon as I can get my camera working. Bump it up. I think we're working. Yes, we're working. Before we cut to that, how does your scenes window look now that everything is okay? Yeah. I can show you that now. Now I've got my camera working. Doug, can you show what your Ecamm dashboard looks like? Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that now. So what I'll do is jump to my B camera. This is my B camera. So what I'll do is I'll shoot the screen. So everything sort of in here is Ecamm. So what you do is you get like a combined canvas. It's horizontal and vertical. The canvas is technically one canvas. And then what you do is you put elements on either the horizontal side or the vertical side. We're getting a bit of inception there, but that's sort of how it works. And so if you like bring in something over on the horizontal, you can just duplicate it and then drag it across and put it in the vertical and then resize it to how you want it. And then it becomes two instances of the same like camera or whatever other element that is. So that's sort of what they're doing is the new part is that part there where you get like one big canvas that is vertical and horizontal at the same time. And then over in the overlay section, let me scroll down. In the current scene section, you have to sort of say, hey, this is the H for horizontal or V for vertical version. That's just a naming convention I came up with. Some people are actually in some of my more complex scenes. I have like a folder that is a folder for the vertical side and a folder for the horizontal side, so they can be kept together so you can tell what's what. So that's the basic idea for the Ecamm. Yes, it's a single canvas. Did you have to create specific new buttons on your Stream Deck? No, because this is one complete scene. So you just have that. See what it says. Scene's called B camera scene. So then that's B camera scene. So I just press the B camera scene button on my Stream Deck, and it switches both at the same time, because there's a horizontal and vertical part of that scene. And so whatever you have there, it'll just switch to it. So yeah, no extra buttons. You don't have to like switch both of them individually. They switch together. I run a Stream Deck XL. There's my Stream Deck XL. On my Ecamm shows, I don't like changing pages. Yeah. So I don't have extra scenes. So I've only got like the single scenes set up there. I don't have too many on this one. I have a lot of extra scenes set up, but I don't have them on buttons like my week to week, like where like I have like a dedicated page for news stories. I don't put them on the thing. I just go back and forth with the arrow buttons because that's easier. So yes, now I've got my LTT mat on here now. I used to have like a black and white world map, but it with the heat and the sweat and leaving on my desk for a very long time, it actually like glued itself to the desk. So I had to work hard to get all the black gunk off under here, but now it's all nice and clean because I've been working on it today. A lot of cleaning, as I said, a lot of moving, a lot of dusting. All right, while we're here, actually, before we go to that, let's go back to this one. I just want to make sure that we go and say good day to Shark Scrapper. Hello, hello. Everything in the Ecamm should be working like it was last week. So, you know, the Social Stream Ninja's working, all that's working. Hi, everyone listening as working on things. Enfield Road, Lee, welcome. Everyone's saying good day, good day, good day. Good day. All right, let's sort of show you what I got so far. Like behind the scenes is messy. This for quickly knocking this up, this doesn't look too bad. But I'll show you behind the scenes that it's still a bit messy. Still sort of clean as well. I've still got a lot of like just working on stuff. Big camera scene. Here we go. Live long and prosper. There we go. All right. Let's just start with this first of all. So that's my desk, sort of how I had it set up before. The only difference really today is I swapped out the mats, so I got the LTT mat now. Normally I use my iPad as a teleprompter up here in the teleprompter holder, but today it's running the screen behind me. So let's swing around. Let's just pivot in the chair. So first of all, my top down desk is here. It's just messy. It's just got stuff everywhere at the moment on top. I used to have my LTT desk mat on there. Well, I just realized that I probably don't have a microphone coming through. So let me just save it close by. Okay, that's the big screen there. The iPad's sending that to the Apple TV. That's how that works. New LED feature. Got that today. It's a neon headphones. Actually, they're LEDs technically. But they look neon, don't they? Chantel says I need LTT cable management. Indeed. I'll probably work on that at some point, but it won't be today. I got this today at Bunnings. They had them on clearance for $10. So I'm like, I'm going to jump on that. Headphones are good. Headphones are good. So I'm going to swing around for a second. Oh, here we go. So stuff I still have to do. I've got some basic lighting. I've still got to tweak some lighting. I don't have all my lighting in here. I went to get I used to have a string of fairy lights that used to go across the top of my set there. I went and pulled them out of the box today. Silly me left the batteries in them, and the batteries gone all funny. They're all sticky, and so I had to throw them out. So I still have that. There's some more lighting here. I started putting my books back. Just got my whole shelf area. There's the blue panels everybody remembers from last week being behind me for however many months. But yeah, all these shelves I've got to go through and fix. This is just messy. I've got to go through, clean them up, sort them out. It's just holding everything in, and that's about it. That's about it. All right. Oh, you saw the stream? Yeah. You saw puddles up there. I got puddles. I got puddles at VidSummit a couple of years ago when they had a booth there before they sold it to Bending Spoons. Eileen says, I really like those headphones. Great. Let me shimmy myself back into position here, which would make it easy for the vertical people. So yeah, this is just like this morning. This space still had a bed frame in it, and I didn't start till it's now 11 p.m. I started at probably just like midnight, and at midday, I should say, past midnight. No, so not even 12 hours, and I basically had to like clear this area out, that disassemble the bed frame, get rid of that, clean. It's mostly vacuuming and dust and that sort of stuff, and then rearrange that. Put the black backdrop back in, get that set up. Wheel my TV around. Put all the side panels in. That's all for acoustics because there's just a gyprock wall otherwise, and the shelves which I have to go and tidy and make neat and tidy, so that then if I'm filming from this side back towards that, I got another angle. So I got a light for that as well. It's not too bad. Just a lot of accent lighting that I got to sort of figure out as well. I got another like a dinosaur neon. So if Beanie's watching, I've used this in a couple of videos, but generally I used to have it. I had it a couple of times in the old set, in the temporary set, but it wasn't really mounted anywhere. I just sort of would stick it instead of like the on-air light. You might notice I don't have the on-air light here anymore. I'm actually going to use it as an on-air light. So I've got like a cross beam. Actually, I could probably show you. Here we go. I don't have it on yet, but I've put it up in this cross beam. Can I zoom? No, I can't zoom. If I wasn't tethered in with my earphones, but basically in the middle there, you can see it's very faint because it's not on. Now the entry door is sort of that way. So when people walk in, if I'm like streaming or recording, I can just turn that light on, and it'll be like an indicator that, hey, if you're coming past, just be really quiet because I'm recording. So that's the idea for that. Oh, I should have switched that first. So we're getting there. So just got to do like some mainly some tidying, some tweaking of lights for streaming and recording. Everything else is mostly plugged in. I haven't plugged my shotgun mic back into my camera yet, but that's okay. Just got to tidy up things. Anything's rubbish, throw that out. Anything that's okay, that music, I must have bumped that. The music stopped. Okay. Yeah, I've got to just like find spots for everything. Make the shelving look, at least the ones that are higher up, actually look neat and tidy if they're going to end up being in shot in certain angles, and all that. And and then have the ability to do a lot more, maybe streaming or recording videos, and I can sit here and do editing. I have more access to this because I can use the studio space anytime, because I'm no longer sharing the space with someone who's using it as a temporary bedroom. They have their own bedroom, which is great. So let's jump in and see what questions we got, comments. Wait, you posted? Yeah, but we're not doing the news. This is like, hey, I'm ready enough. I can stream. I want to just test to make sure things are working. So good to see you, Larry. So yes, it's not a YouTube, even though that's just up there for testing purposes, because I need to make sure that something's playing there. I will tweak that for the real show. Needs a little bit of tweaking. The lighted headphones may need to come down a little. Yeah, they're quite sort of out of shot, so I'm going to work on how I want to frame everything, how I want to mount everything. I'll just put that up there quickly because that's how I could mount it in terms of the hooks that I had. So where are we? I've been putting together a shopping list to pick up new shelves to change up my backdrop. Must be the season for it. Yeah, absolutely. Does this mean you're in AC now? No, I've got fans going and it's a little bit muggy today. But I will, when I'm done here, I'll relinquish this area. I'm going to go upstairs in the air conditioning to mod. Um, last weekend after my stream on I think Sunday, not Sunday afternoon, I actually moved my upstairs setup to a different location as well. So upstairs setup is in a better location. That's in aircon. So the chat commands aren't on. That's weird because it must be that I'm not picking up. Okay, so what's happened here is Social Stream Ninja can only see 2 of the streams, the horizontal and a vertical, and it might be the other Ecamm vertical that it's not seeing. And so I'm not sure which one it is. It's got a little phone icon next to it, so that's how I can tell it's vertical. I just don't know which one it is. So yeah, so that's probably a quirk with the Social Stream Ninja. So hopefully next week I can iron that one out. So you just have to be on the one stream where the commands won't be working because I don't have it selecting. I think that's what's going on. We'll need to move we need to tweak that. Yeah, and it's throwing up quite a bit of like blue and sort of pinkish light, so I'm getting like a purple hue. It looks like a purple hair on sort of this side. It's just like a bit of glow back. If you choose to have an offset shot on the horizontal, can you change the vertical capture and Ecamm to accommodate that? Yes, I think so. Yeah, Ecamm's flexible enough to I can do a few things. I think so. If I understand what you're saying. There we go. Pin that. Oh, did that work? I wasn't looking at the feed to see if that worked. I probably picked the wrong command to test. I tell you what, I've gone for a lot of water today. Now you need to dye your hair so it glows from the purple. Yeah, absolutely. Like I'm quite happy sort of with the look. There's a blank spot in the slideshow. Now there was a question about that. What program runs the display on the TV behind you? Okay, that's a normal TV. I've got an Apple TV plugged in. I've got my iPad running Keynote, and all I'm doing is sharing that to the Apple TV and play the Keynote, and voila, slideshow presentation on the big screen. And I'll even take that question as well. Sorry, Larry. I saw it before and I skipped it the first time and I went, I missed Larry's question. I need to go back to it. And then you posted it again. So yeah, any question? If you've got any questions at this point, we're not going to linger too much longer, I don't think. I just wanted to, this is more of a test stream than anything. Testing both some of those Ecamm things that I didn't get right last week, just to see what the turnout would be. Sort of test sort of the visuals. I need to tweak some stuff. I'll try and get some more accent light on the black, so it sort of highlights around the TV a bit. Like what I can do in Ecamm, I can do something like this. So let me go to the camera FX, open that up. Camera A. I could go out full screen. You can see some of the bookshelves. I haven't got a lot of light on the bookshelves at the moment. I could put some accent light. There is a light right in that shelf there. It's like a orangey sort of glowy light, like a filament light. It's got a lot of dust on it, so I got to dust it before I use it. Otherwise it's going to start to smell, start burning the dust. So I've got a little bit of blue accent sort of here from that bar there, a bit of blue light, bit of light from that. What I need to do is maybe put some accent lighting behind the TV up here, so you get a bit of a glow up here, and maybe a bit of glow underneath here. Right now I'm just throwing that blue light's coming from that light just there. So there's a few things going on. So you have to be looking at the horizontal to see where I'm pointing. Sorry. But yeah, but what I did is I actually like used the digital zoom to sort of crop me in and frame me. But then I can like drag the frame around. So if I get that set right on the horizontal, then the vertical will automatically look good for that. Because this camera effect switcher is affecting the camera coming in. So wherever I use the camera, it's being adjusted in that way. At least on this scene, which includes the horizontal and vertical. Yeah, Ecamm's dual scene thing is got to sort of get used to it. So yeah, so I'll work on that, and I do have a little bit of leeway in the digital zoom to maybe accent the everything in where it should be. Yeah, I might see if I can move those headphones down a bit. Basically, I found a couple of hooks, and I just like hung the 2 hooks across the bar at the top, and that's just where it ended up sitting for the test. So okay, I'm just going to crop myself back in a bit. Make sure I keep myself center. That'll do for now. Do you see both view counts on Ecamm for side stream? That's a good question. It's showing me probably. I've got nothing to compare it to right now. It's showing me 16 live viewers. 9. I got 9 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. Now it's probably from the vertical. Someone's found me. Oh, what is this crap? Scrolled away, gave me a dislike. Yeah, someone gave me 1 thumbs down according to Ecamm. I can't see it. I have to check it on other. Let's close that. I'd have to go and check it on YouTube proper. What else we got here? The lighting colors are right. Just need to be positioned better. Yeah. Just need to tweak everything. Throw in a little bit more color accents. Like there's the two lights I got upstairs in my kit bag that I also use as like white lights, so the RGB, so I can change them. They're powered. They got magnets so that you can just throw them on the back of stuff that's magnetic. You can put them on a tripod. You can mount them on top of a camera. The little square little things. I got like 3 of them. I got one running up as an accent light up there. It's probably not doing much. It's too far away. But I'm probably going to try and get I got my other light, my whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. There's a light, and I used to have it in the corner there back when I had this set up before. Well, the horizontal says it's 14, and Ecamm's telling me 16. So yeah, it's probably counting vertical. It's probably counting the Ecamm vertical and the Ecamm horizontal. And then the YouTube vertical will be orphaned because Ecamm doesn't see that. A number of ways to do the TV in the back, create a video in OBS with the transitions and loop. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing something like that if I'm doing something general, because I don't want to like cast it from my iPad, because I normally use my iPad as like confidence monitor, so I can see everything in Ecamm over here instead of looking, because you see me looking away a lot today because instead of looking at the camera and seeing everything, I have to look to the side to see everything. So yes, I see. I would need the easiest possible method. Casting from iPhone to similar would be easier for me. Yeah, the casting is simple because Apple just works on that sort of stuff. So you could do it from your phone or from an iPad or something and just cast to this. So as long as it's an Apple TV and it's on the same network, it shows up as, okay, there's Apple TV. So you go, just did a thing. I don't even know what they call it. Basically, it's like casting, like a Chromecast, or whatever, but with Apple's version of that. Crypto. I'm going back and clicking on stuff. All right, yeah. So let me know if you've got any more questions, maybe about my setup or anything else. You can ask me. No, Aircast. Yeah, let me have a look. Let me just. Okay, I'm going to shut this down. So in a second, you'll just get like the display of my. You'll see the display of my iPad up there because it's just like casting or AirPlay. I think they call it AirPlay. Use this here. Yeah, screen mirroring. I'm screen mirroring. You can sort of see it's out of focus there. I'm screen mirroring. I can screen mirror back to my Mac Mini, but I'm doing this. I just turned it off, so it's going back to the Apple TV display. And you just have to tweak your like the display, the brightness, contrast, colors to maybe look a little bit more reasonable, because it could look a little bit more washed out on camera. And different things like that. So you just got to like have a setting or a preset, a user preset on the TV, just to adjust that to make it look reasonable on the TV. What I find is if I use like a darker sort of thing, and then put my content on top of that, and then add a bit of motion, it's not too bad. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, screen mirroring or I think back in the day they called it AirPlay. They might still call it AirPlay in some instances. Putting a stack of images on a thumb drive, then displaying them via a slideshow works easily, but if you need something dynamic, then casting a live feed is the way to go. Yeah, if you're using it to like display information, obviously you want a camera, like it's out of focus because it's focused on me because of the f-stop and the depth of field that this camera and the lens is doing. It doesn't allow for that, so I would need like a, go up to like a higher f-stop, like a 4 or something, 2, 3, 4. This is on like 1 point something. And the type of lens is a fixed length lens, so I can't like zoom in and out and do that stuff. I had to do that electronically in Ecamm to sort of frame everything, as long as the camera's pointing in the right direction. But yeah. It's something that I've done before. So then I'll probably get that set up with something that will loop quite well in terms of, YouTube Creator News, if I'm doing my Saturday show and that sort of thing. That can just play on the TV. I can use my iPad as my teleprompter confidence monitor, because the camera's right here, and then it does all the teleprompting thing. You know how it works. Another way to do it is if you're on a desktop, plug in the monitor into the computer and run a separate program on that monitor only. Yeah, you could run like a HDMI cable to a different input. Or, you could run it as a third monitor for your computer. That could get a bit technical. The size of that TV, that's a good question. I can measure it. Let me measure it for you. I've got a tape measure here. Bump the microphone. It's about a 47 inch from corner to corner. I'm pretty sure that's how they measure corner to corner. And I tried to measure like the screen itself, not the bezel. So that's the answer to that question. Yeah, it's about a 47 inch. It was a little bit over, to be honest, but I don't think it was anywhere close to being a 48. So yeah, well, I'm trying to do because my tape measure shows me both. So I'm ready. I know you're going to want it in inches. So just read the right number. No worries. So that's. So I'm sort of happy because it means I've got a little bit of depth of field. I can record videos here, customize the view behind, make it look interesting. I can give it different looks too. I could roll the TV out and just have some lighting in there if I want to. Like it's on a TV stand, it's on wheels. So all I have to do is like wheel it out of the way if I want to. So yeah, I will tweak it as I go. That's sort of the plan. Tweak it as we go. So just getting back to news, there was no Creator Insider this week, so there was no real news. There's a couple of minor things that I can't even remember in terms of there was something on YouTube Studio during the week, something that wasn't working properly, and that was about the news. I can find it for you. Find it because I logged this stuff so that I have it for Saturdays. Sources. Oh, there was this is so minor. There was a false live indicator. So it was, the little ring around the profile pictures on the YouTube. Some channels were showing that they were live when they weren't live. So it was just like a little bug. I think the only other thing I saw this week was there was some talk about, there was an article, was it on, I want to say it was on The Verge, about YouTube deleting AI slop. Actually like going to town on AI slop. Wow, my camera's decided to focus on the screen saver there for a second. Okay, now I'm back in. Okay, that's interesting. I'm like, gee, that TV is crisp behind me all of a sudden, and I'm a little bit fuzzy. So yeah, there wasn't much in the news this week. So hopefully this week they'll come up with more stuff. I know there was a YouTube event I think it was in San Francisco the last couple of days, so we might hear a little bit about that from people like Roberto, who was there. I'm not sure what the event was in particular for, but I'm sure we'll hear about it. I'm sure we will hear. I was ready with an app open to convert the measurement into inches. Oh, it was a YouTube shopping event in LA. I think, I think was that LA that he went to? Oh yeah. Why did I think he was in SFO, San Francisco? Maybe I thought it was at YouTube headquarters. But yeah, you're right. It was probably in LA. Time to turn off autofocus. Yeah, it's the Apple TV's taking over. Cool. All right. I believe Nick and Dee should be going live. I haven't checked in on that, but let me have a look real quick. But yeah, this is a work in progress. I've got more cleaning to do. Yeah, he's scheduled. He'll be on time at 9 a.m. Eastern. I see it there, ready to go. So we'll catch you over there. I'm going to pack all this down and get into the aircon and get ready to mod. I think I've done enough heavy lifting and streaming today. So I appreciate you just stopping by and hanging as we sort of test some streaming stuff. Check out the set, see how we're progressing, see what the look and feel of it was in terms of how we got set up. I'll continue to tweak it between now and next week, and hopefully there's some news in next week, because I would like to go back to talking about YouTube news on the show, because it is YouTube created news normally. I got the invite and almost flew there, but I'm doing their monthly shopping online events instead. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Loving the new setup. Thank you. Thank you, Doug. Looks amazing. Absolutely. Well, let's see if get all my end screen stuff happening properly. So I haven't done a redirect today because of the complicated setup. So there's no redirect, but just know that Nick will be on his channel, normal time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Nick and Dee doing the thing. I'll see you guys in the chat. Alrighty.